Mark Cuban says that you don't need mentors. Well, I'm going to tell you why he's absolutely wrong. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Akeem Shannon, founder and creator of Flipstik. Welcome to our channel where we talk about business, entrepreneurship, how to start a business, anything about business we talk about here. And in today's video, we're going to talk about a recent article by a kind of good, not so good friend of mine, Mark Cuban. And we're just going to dive into the details about it. If you're new to this channel, we definitely appreciate it if you like and subscribe, if you like what you see here. If you're coming back, thanks for coming. We're glad to have you. And, we want to keep giving you new content. This is a little bit different of a video for us. We haven't really done too many reactions, but I saw this article and I had a little bit of a bone to pick with it. So I figured we kind of dive in. So yeah, I'm surfing the interwebs and I see this article on Inc.com from Mark Cuban where he's talking about, it says, why Mark Cuban follows the no mentors rule and what he believes a lot more than advice and guidance. And, off the top, I have to disagree with him. Mentors for me have been huge in allowing me to achieve the success that I've achieved. And I think that, the old saying that it's all about who you know is true. It really is all about who you know. And the way I look at mentors is when you have a person that's in a high place that has experience, they have access. When you develop a relationship with that person, they're going to be more willing to see you succeed because now you're their friend. Now they want to see you succeed because they know you. And that's been my experience with the best mentors I have. But let's dive into the article, and we'll give Mark the benefit of the doubt. He knows a thing or two. So let's get into the article and we'll pick some quotes out here. One of the things that he said in here is he's like, when I get the opportunity, I ask questions. But I can't ever say ever where I've said, I'm going to call this guy and see what he thinks or this woman, because at some point I'm going to have to be responsible for whatever that knowledge is. So, I kind of see where Mark is coming from, right? He's saying, ultimately the buck stops with me and I'm not going to take this advice on it. But let's be honest, like if you're venturing into an area that you know nothing about, right? If you know nothing about how to write a patent or how to do a trademark, and you know someone that's written lots of patents or trademarks, you're not going to call them and ask them for advice to get their best practices. The way I look at a mentor is it's like a shortcut, right? It's like you could make a mistake or you could talk to someone who's already made the mistake and avoid the mistake. And, when he says, oh, you don't need to do that, ultimately it's on you. That's true, but you can avoid a lot of pitfalls by just picking up the phone and making a phone call. And that's what I've experienced. I've saved myself a lot of time and a lot of money by calling people that have already made mistakes. And I encourage all of you, if you have questions and I've already made the mistakes, listen, drop a comment below. I'll definitely get back to you and help you avoid any pitfalls that, I myself have fallen into. It goes on to quote him saying, when asked, Jeff Bezos' boss at a hedge fund told him not to leave to start Amazon, saying it was probably a better idea for someone who doesn't have a good job. Walt Disney's brother and business partner Roy tried to talk him out of making Snow White. Warren Buffett's father told him it was a bad time to enter the securities industry. Now, I definitely get where he's coming from here. I have people all along the way tell me to not start a business, to not quit my good job, all these types of things. But to be quite honest, none of these people were really like mentors, I would say. When you're on your journey of entrepreneurship or success or whatever, if you tell someone about your plans, almost certainly they're not going to believe in them as much as you do. Now that I will agree with him there. I wouldn't necessarily always call those mentors. Sometimes mentors won't always believe in your plans. But in general, the person that has to know that you're going to succeed and that you can follow through with whatever you believe in is you. And that's something that I faced when I worked for a big tech company. I was planning on leaving and my parents were like, hey, don't leave. You have a great job, you have benefits. What are you doing? You shouldn't leave. But they also told me that when I had quit my first job after dropping out of school to go to a better job. And they're like, don't leave, you already got a promotion, and why? Because they want you to do what's safe. And so what he's talking about here are people that care about you, a father, a brother, a boss that's like, hey, do what's safe. Because they want the best for you and they think that what's safe is what's best for you. But oftentimes success doesn't come with safety. So I don't know if this is necessarily a reason why you shouldn't have a mentor, but I think it's a reason why you should believe in yourself. He goes on and says, this will be kind of counterintuitive, but don't ask for help. One of the things that is challenging new companies right now is that they want a mentor. They want a tutor. Look, I got to disagree here. He's saying don't ask for help. As far as I'm concerned, I always ask for help. And it's got me a long way. It got me on Shark Tank asking for help. So I can't necessarily agree with him here on never asking for help from someone, because you're going to find people that are willing to give your help and they want you to succeed. But I wouldn't go into a mentorship opportunity with the sole goal of help. You really want to go into these type of opportunities to build a relationship. For example, there is a really big telecommunications company that, Flipstik is working with right now to put our product into their stores. And I happened to meet an executive of that company at an event. And I didn't start off by saying, hey, help me get into your stores, help me do this, help me do that. No, it was just a conversation. It was keeping them updated on our progress, letting them know what kind of troubles I was having. Sometimes would invite them to hop on a phone call with my attorneys, or invite them to hop on a phone call with a deal that I was working on. And slowly that relationship developed to the point where it was appropriate to say, hey, I want to sell Flipstik, through your stores at your company. And at that point, this is months down the road, they were like, yeah, let me connect you. Let me get you to the right person. And when I tell you it saved me so many steps, like I could have sent an application in and it would have got buried, lost forever. But because I had a relationship with someone at the top, they were able to get me to the exact right person, put in that recommendation, and speed line the process along. So, I didn't go into it asking for help or looking for a tutor, but I was looking for a mentor. And it was just building that relationship that made it all work. Another quote that I kind of pulled out of here was, Mark says, if in time you still need guidance, don't ask for advice. Ask someone who has skills, expertise, and experience you admire to help you determine how you can go about the process of making the best decision. Ask for help in finding the right questions to ask yourself. Now look, Mark's a smart guy, but if that's not asking for guidance, if that's not asking for advice, I don't know what is. I feel like there's a little bit of a contradiction here. It's like, don't ask for advice, but find somebody that you can ask advice. And then ask them for advice, but make the decision yourself. So I don't even know where he was going with that. Maybe it was the editing of the article. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And so I mean, ultimately he had some good stuff that I agree with in this article. But there's also some stuff that I don't agree with. What I'll say is that absolutely, if people tell you that you can't do something, and even if you consider that person a mentor, and they're like, I don't think this is going to work out. If you believe it's going to work out, go for it. Don't stop because someone told you they don't think you're going to be able to do it, because everyone's going to tell you that you can't do it, right? That being said, when you are looking for mentors, find people, as Mark would say, with skills, expertise, experience that you can just develop a relationship with. Don't go into it with a certain agenda or, a plan to say, hey, I need you to do X for me right off the bat. No, just develop a relationship with you and you'll start, it's almost like through osmosis, you'll get information from them and they'll let you know hey, here's things that I've done in the past, and you'll be able to apply that to your own situation. I'm a big believer in recognizing signs from the universe, from God, whatever your, faith structure, that you believe in. But a lot of times, I found with my mentors is they'll tell me something, it'll be a story, it'll be completely unrelated. I won't have asked them a question, anything, but they'll say something and it will apply to exactly an issue that I was having. And that's why I believe surrounding yourself with people that have done things that you have yet to do but want to accomplish is huge. Because just the presence of being around them will change your mindset and the way that you think about things to kind of guide you on that path towards success. So in summary, Mark Cuban, you're dead wrong, but that's okay. We can still be friends. And I hope that all of you out there go and find great mentors, but also to believe in yourself. If you like this video, feel free to drop a comment down below and subscribe if you really like the video. And other than that, I will catch you in the next one. My name is Akeem Shannon, founder and creator of Flipstik. Until next time, peace.